All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join the room, and then we will commence. JK Pioneer, thanks so much for being here. Let me turn off this wireless. So we're going to be talking about gun registration, and licensing. In just a few more moments. G Majors, thanks. New Hampshire here. Awesome. Little Red Pony and James Moga above and below. Appreciate y'all being here. Again, we're going to be talking about gun registration and licensing. I don't know what it is about that drives people up a wall. And it's funny, the news media outlets would have you believe that the majority of people in the United States, ordinary citizens, do not like that. Yet, sales for weapons, firearms, ammo has gone through the roof, the highest it's ever been in any election. I'm talking about Biden, Trump. It was second highest when Obama was running, or actually gained office. But the sales this year have exceeded all previous sales. So that tells me it's not just Republicans or conservatives that are buying firearms. It's also Democrats. I'm going to show you a screen real quick. Take a look at this. Gun control bill from Representative Sheila Jackson Lee would create National Firearm Registry requiring licensing. Keyword is licensing here. I want you folks to know licensing means it goes above registry. Registry is just letting the government know through documentation that you own a firearm. Licensing requires approval, a fee, and renewal fees based upon their periods of expiration where they deem the license expiring. That could be once every year. I know here in here in Tucson, we're allowed to have silencers. I kid you not, we're allowed to buy silencers. You have to buy a license for that. And that is every 2 years, I believe. That license has to be updated. So let's take a look at this. And this is what blows my mind immediately. Texas Democrat Republican Sheila Jackson Lee has proposed a gun control bill that would create National Firearm Registry, setting minimum gun ownership of 21 and both requiring licensing and psychological evaluations. I didn't even know that. So there's more money they're going to be getting out of your pocket because the psychological, the psychologists ain't going to do it for free, right? Everybody's got to get into your pocket somehow. I'm taking a sip of water here. So again, not only do you have licensing, but you have psychological evaluations. Now I'm wondering what period processing that would be. I mean, do you need to get one every time you update your license, pay your yearly fee? It is amazing. The proposed, I can't even pronounce some of these freaking people's names anymore. It's like we're living in a third world country and they're running it. The proposed Shabika Shia Firearm Licensing and Registration Act would make it a crime to possess a firearm or ammunition without the new license or sell one to someone who doesn't have the license. The bill named let me see this. The bill named for an exchange student from Pakistan who died in a Texas school shooting. You know, I gotta say this about Texas. Wife and I don't know. We thought about Texas, and I don't know. You know, Texas is supposed to be the state, the gun owner state, the conservative state, the state that is rumored to be the first one to secede when that time comes. And, you know, you got these people, they're all over now. They're like freaking cockroaches. They're all over, no matter where you live. You got these kind of people here that are trying to take your rights away. Texas. I'm surprised. You know, I don't understand how Sheila Lee keeps getting elected unless we can chalk that up to the Dominion voting machines, because again, they say Texas is just a bunch of conservatives. So I'm a little confused. It also requires gun owners to pay for insurance. Oh, I didn't know that either. This is the first time I'm actually reading this article. So you're going to have to pay for the licensing, psychological evaluations, and insurance. And you all know what insurance does. Well, they want to check out where you live, how far you drive, if you smoke. I'm being facetious now, obviously. But they're going to have their own set of questions that are going to deem your expense. You know, do you live in such a community? What kind of firearms you have? And it's going to be off the chain. What they're going to do, people, they are going to make this so expensive, you're not going to be able to afford your weapons. That's their plan. Now insurance. Everybody's got their hand in your pocket. It also requires gun owners to pay insurance and bans ammunition of 50 caliber or greater, except for law enforcement and limited range of security personnel. The bill would give U.S. Attorney General jurisdiction over licensing through the Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco and Firearms and Explosives. Gun owners would also have to complete a government training course, which many of us have, by the way. If you have concealed weapon permits, you had to take that course. I do believe it is a government sponsored training course, regardless of where you take it for conceal and carry. Have a clean record and register their firearms with the federal government. Registry information would be available to the law enforcement from the local blah, 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 blah. So let's get back to the screen here. I'm pretty disgusted. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I didn't know if the screen, sometimes the software that I use is kind of buggy. So, you know, I don't know what it is, and you'll always notice that it is the corrupted. They are afraid of being found out. They're afraid of retaliation. I can't even speak, my mouth is dry. I'm just doing a bunch of landscaping in the back. They're afraid of retaliation from you when you find out what they've been doing to you for the last 40, 50 years, if not longer. That's what's going on here. And they use every opportunity as an excuse, as a reason to take that away from you. They were thrilled to death that 5 people died in the Capitol riot. They were thrilled to death. And I'm telling you what, they love mass shootings. You can call me crazy if you want. People who want to take your guns away require a reason to take your guns away. They love it when someone goes into an elementary school and shoots 50 kids. They love it. Mwah! Love it. Love it when somebody goes into a nightclub or a movie theater and just mows people down. They love it. That's their ammunition. That is their reason why they need to protect you. You see? If all that violence went away, what's that guy's name in the Marvel? Antheos, Nana, whatever his name is. He has the glove, the big freaking dude. He has the glove with the gems. If he was able to snap his finger and make gun violence go away, they would be disappointed. They would also have no reason to take your firearms away. Therefore, it is my reasoning that they don't want gun violence to end. They truly do not want gun violence to end because it would take away their reason to take away your firearms. Does that make any sense? What's the guy's name? Antheos or whatever the hell his name is. He was in the Marvel thing. He was the big purple dude with the glove with the gemstones. Thanos. Thanks a lot. So I don't buy this crap. It's for your safety. I don't buy this crap that they wish gun violence to be over with. They rejoice at it. It is slowly coming out right now that the Capitol Police, everybody, and I do mean everybody, including Congress, everybody knew about this riot 2-3 weeks in advance. And for 2-3 weeks, Capitol Police were trying to acquire assistance to mitigate any problems that would occur on that date. They were doing this ahead of schedule, ahead of time. Wouldn't you know it? Everybody was turning them down. FBI was turning them down. Local police were turning them down. Everybody was turning them down. And it's funny. They could have had the National Guard there anytime they wanted. No, they decided to pull them in at a later time and date, if you know what I mean. So you see how easy it was for them to pull in the National Guard for Biden and his inauguration. But they couldn't think about doing something like that for these riots that they heard about. They wanted this to happen. They wanted an additional reason to control that. A lot of people stand to make money off of this. Insurance companies, psychiatrists, licensing. So imagine this now. Let's take this a step further. This law passes, and we've already seen the groundwork for how they'll control it. My Spider-Man mug. I'm a kid at heart. I really am. They themselves, even state government, your federal, your state, even your police didn't control the mask. The mask mandates. No. You want to stay open? You want your business to stay open? You're going to place a sign on your door, and everybody that comes in your door, you're going to make sure they're wearing a mask. If not, we're going to shut you down via the health department. That's exactly how they'll also control your gun privileges, your gun rights. I shouldn't even call it a privilege. It's a right. What am I talking about? Imagine this. You take old Betsy to the gun range. You pull into their parking lot. You pop your hood. You pull that out and you start walking towards the gun range. The range master, you pay your fee. Sir, do you have a license and registration for what you want to shoot here? Oh, you don't? I'm sorry. You can't come and shoot here. You can't practice. That's what'll happen. You want to take your firearm and get a trigger job? They won't work on it unless you provide them registration and licensing. Repairs, registration and licensing. Oh, you want to see what's in the counter? You want to buy a weapon from us? Well, there'll be additional documentation you need before they'll even reach into their in the glass shelf and pull out a firearm. I know Florida does that. No, New York, I believe, does that. Excuse me. I'm getting my states mixed up. New York, I believe you have to have safety, proven you've gone through a safety course, paid for, by the way. You have to pay for it. And you have to have the license in advance before they will show you a weapon that you are thinking about buying. I kid you not. I kid you not. Private sales will be illegal. That would be a felony offense under Sheila Jackson's law. It'll be a felony to sell to anyone that doesn't have the required psychological evaluations. Again, you'll be paying for those. And we all know how much psychiatrists cost. Well, I personally don't. Licensing and registration. We all know it's going to run some bucks, and it will be deemed illegal to sell to somebody. Private sales, if the buyer does not have the required documentation, legal documentation. Registration, in my opinion, is just a way for them to know where to go collect them. That is my opinion. When the time comes, they're going to want to come and collect them, just like the Nazis did. Just like many other countries done. Australia, many other countries that are gun-free right now, they've gone through this. First, they register your guns. Got to register them for your safety. I ask you this. Excuse me. I ask you this. What would gun registration, licensing do to stop a massacre or a murder? Nothing. It would do nothing. It just takes money out of your pocket, tries to financially force you out of your weapons. And trust me, there'll be people that will give up their weapons because, first of all, they're law-abiding citizens. And the fact that they don't have the money to pay for all this. They'll give it up. Me, I go boating very often here in Arizona, Tucson. There's a bunch of lakes here, many lakes. And I plan on, I always take my entire weapon collection with me when I go boating. All my ammo, everything, all my clips, all my mag pulls, you name it. And from time to time, the boat does capsize because I'm an idiot. They're going to have to dredge one of the many lakes here to get my stuff personally. I don't see where any of this will stop gun violence. It won't. It most definitely won't stop it at all. So we got to watch. We got to watch the corrupt because they're the ones who are afraid of this most. There's never enough power. They never have enough power or control. It's a true fact. They don't want gun violence to go away. That is I always say this, and people look at me with a cross-eye. These gun activists, they do not want gun violence to go away. I'll say it again for the new people who are coming in the room. I see new people coming in this room. If gun violence went away, they would have no reason to take your guns. They love it when there's mass shootings. They love it when a school is shot up. Kids are dying, carried out in stretchers. They love it. Theaters, they love it. Nightclubs and bars, they love it. It is amazing. Anyway, I appreciate everybody being here. I'll just say hello to everybody and I'll probably call it an evening. I have been laying low. I've just been watching the news. I got a lot of people emailing me, why did I not do a video when silver spiked up a few days ago, 3 or 4 days ago? And there was reasoning. I don't need to do a video when silver spikes up for a few hours and then comes back down. That's not an event. And that was the word that was being thrown at me. Why didn't you create a video on this spectacular event? What event? It went up, what is it? It went up to 31. I don't know. Whatever it went up to, but it came right back down. There's your reason why. I normally only will do a silver or crypto video, an event type of video, if that price increase is sustained, if it's consistently sustained, it stays up there, then to me it's worthy of it. But to come out, create a video, do some post-production, and then by the time I upload it, the price has dropped again, that does you no good. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't an event, it was an anomaly, totally different. There was a lot of people I heard that were buying it up through an organized pump, like very much like the GameStop stock. So I just didn't want to play into that. So I've been laying low, watching the news. I'm being very careful with YouTube. I just went into YouTube today for the first time, and I would say half my videos were demonetized. Honest to God. Normally when you go in, I don't know, for you folks who don't have a YouTube account, let me explain it. You have a library of all your videos. And next to your library, it's almost like an Excel spreadsheet, not quite, without the lines. Next to your video, there's a green light. And if it's green, your video is monetized. If it's yellow, they limited it. What they mean by limited it, they shut it off. And they banned the video from being searchable. I'd say half of my videos were just yellow. So kind of screws me over. You know, it is what it is. So I'm being very careful. I don't want to be one of those people that are actually yanked. Excuse me. I'm very fortunate to have a platform to speak my mind. And it is what it is. So Theta. Boy, Theta went up. Can I tell you? Even you folks who don't like cryptocurrencies, Theta went up. I do that a lot lately. I don't know why. It's freaking, I don't know. I'll stop doing that. But Theta went up. It you got to remember, I got into Theta when it was 13 cents per coin. I just looked about a half an hour ago. $2.45 per coin. And I have a fairly large bag of that. In the thousands. So I'm quite happy. Digibyte made a move. I got into Digibyte when it was 1 penny. It was a little over 1 penny. It was like 1 1/3 of a penny. We'll just round it down to 1 penny. I got even more of that. And today I was gleeful when I saw it was at 4 cents. Now that one, they're saying it's going to go into the dollars. It's going to go into the dollars within the next year. It'll be $1. That's what they're saying. Digibyte. So the cryptos are looking good. Bitcoin's pretty stable right now. I feel like an idiot getting out of my position of Bitcoin. XRP is another one that I got a few of. I only got a couple of hundred XRPs, but XRP is looking good too. I think it was 47 cents for each XRP. So I'm waiting for a dip in the XRP, very much like I buy my silver. I wait for the dips and then pounce. Sell high, buy low type of thing. So I'm hoping XRP takes a dip into the low 30s, if not even better, and I'll buy what my budget can afford. So yeah, Theta is amazing, philosopher. Did you know all Samsung televisions are going to be loaded with the Theta protocol? Yes. And once that occurs, we're going to be rich, and I do mean rich. Life, it will, that will be a life altering event. It truly will. So let me put on my old man glasses and just say hello. I heard the car door, so I know my pizza's here. Ah, man. Okay. Let's JK Pioneer, I really do appreciate you being here, and G Bajers, Little Red Pony, and James. I don't know why. I feel like I got a frog in my throat today. By the way, how's the audio coming in? I kind of like to lean back a little bit, but I feel very, I don't know if that kind of works out as far as audio. So how's the audio coming in right now? Is it too low? Or, you know, when I sit back and kind of relax, this I'm hunched up, it's stressful. Here I can relax, you know, just take my water. Don't want to see that. Loud and clear. Thank you so much. Digibyte, yes. So Cole Wheeler, thank you. Shall not be infringed. You know, I get a lot of people say, don't stack silver. I love stacking silver. I love taking my extra cash. I love putting into silver and gold. A lot of people think it's blowing money. No, it's kind of like changing out 4 5s for a 20. If you can get into that mindset, you're not buying silver. You're not blowing your money on silver and gold. You're just metaphorically changing denominations is what you're doing. And that's what I do. And everybody says, well, you shouldn't because the government's going to come and confiscate it. First, government's never confiscated, physically come and confiscated gold and silver. They made a request that you turn it in. To me, that's not a confiscation. They say, well, the government's going to come and get your cryptos. Okay, that's feasibly possible because there's no historical record to debate that. However, does that mean we should stop, lie down, and just stop trying to live, stop trying to prosper? I ask you that. So I hate when I see these emails I get that I'm a fool because the government might do X, Y, or Z, or if the power goes down, oh, where your crypto is going to be. If there's a solar, if there's a solar explosion and it creates a disturbance in the electrical grid and all the power goes down, how will you take your gold and silver and drive it to the local coin shop and sell it? So again, does that mean you should quit trying? No, you try, you fight. If a bully comes up to you, even if you think you're going to lose, you try, you fight. That's what I always say. So for all you naysayers out there, I don't care. I'm telling the folks who subscribe to me, keep buying your gold and your silver. Keep buying your cryptos. I've proven it's made us all money. Remember when I was preaching gold and silver? Silver was what, $14 and change per ounce? It's now almost $28, and every now and then it spikes up a little bit. That ain't nothing. It's going to go into the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. It's going to go even higher than that. And for those who bought into gold and silver and have a large quantity, like I do, are going to be filthy freaking, maybe not filthy rich, but quite happy. So Josh Westbrook, I also got into Theta at 13 cents. Thanks for your advice on it. So that person got in when Theta was 13 cents. Now, I can't tell you how much Theta he has, but I can probably theorize it's quite a bit, because at 13 cents, a few $100 could have bought you quite a few of them. And many people put into it more than just a few $100 like I did. You're welcome. Mac, you're wrong. So who's Mac? Excuse me. I don't know if they can necessarily come and confiscate your cryptos. First of all, they're locked up. I got mine on a hard wallet. I'm looking underneath where my hard wallet is. Oh, right here. You know, I really don't think they can come and get that. What they can do is, I can, and I will admit to you that they probably tax the fudge out of it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like an investment tax, and that's probably what it'll be. It'll be like an investment type of tax is what'll happen. India planning to ban private cryptos with their digital when their digital fiat comes out. We'll see. We'll see. Again, that doesn't mean I'm going to roll over and play dead. I got dreams. I got a plan. And I'm sticking to it. Because not trying will definitely provide its outcome. You will be a loser if you don't try. If you try, if you invest, and you play your game smart, you got a 50-50 chance of failing or succeeding. But not trying, not investing, you're guaranteeing your outcome. You understand? The thing that they don't talk about is cryptos. You don't necessarily have to withdraw them and then be taxed. Think about this. When businesses start accepting cryptos as payment, that just goes from my wallet to their wallet. So that could possibly be untraceable. Possibly. I'm not stupid. Those businesses would have to report sales and whatnot to the government, just like they do now. So I'm not a fool, but you can see where it might serve as a type of shelter. Anyway, folks, I want to take off. Dinner is waiting. I'm hungry. I appreciate you all stopping by. I'm probably going to make a video this weekend, possibly tonight, and get it uploaded. I'm just carefully watching the news and picking my subject matter extremely carefully. Again, YouTube is shutting down a lot of us. So I'm just trying to be careful. Take care of yourselves, and if you haven't subscribed, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you subscribing. Give me a thumbs up and click that little bell icon, and that'll let you know every time I put out a video or every time I go live. It'll give you a notification. Take care.